All right, for more on the ramped-up security measures in place for tonight's dinner, let's bring in former New York Congressman and former NYPD detective Anthony D'Esposito, along with national security analyst and former Secret Service agent Charles Marino. Pleasure to have you both on, Congressman. Good to see you on set. Let's talk about it. Securing the Waldorf Astoria tonight. Now, how is this going to look different than what happened last time?
So I think, as was mentioned, I think the attendance is going to be a little bit lower. I think that's one, because there are probably some individuals who just don't want to attend. But secondly, we need to remind everyone it also is the summer, right? The House and the Senate are on their way to recess, so there's less people in Washington, D.C. I think it's going to look different on the ground, first in the preparation, which we've already seen. The Secret Service has said the threats are extremely high, but I think they're taking the necessary steps, working with everyone. They're putting different identification procedures in place. I believe everyone that's attending tonight has a unique QR code. Even if you're a member of the cabinet, from a journalist, everyone has different access points. In addition to the Secret Service, I believe there was a requirement for private security to work in tandem. So I think that there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of eyes, and a lot being done to make sure that everyone in that room is protected, and of course to make sure that the law enforcement professionals are also kept safe.
Shortened guest list helps as well, and only 680 invited this time around, as opposed to last time. Charles, the threat level way up. 10,000 threats against this president and his administration. That's up 40% from this time last year. What do you make of that?
Well, the threat level as a whole for the country is the highest we've ever seen here against the United States. And many of these threats, unfortunately, are manifesting themselves directly against those holding elected office, to include the president, who has seen the largest jump, according to the statistics that the Secret Service put forth. So the big challenge for the agency is evolving with all of these diverse range of threats that are coming at them and against the country as the president travels not only within the country, but also around the globe. And so the job's never been as challenging for the Secret Service as it is now. And you'll continue to see, I think, beginning tonight, with a different look and feel of overall security for the president. And I think that will stay intact, if not increase even more as time goes on.
Congressman, why so many threats? Why up 40%? Why 10,000 up to this point this year?
Well, I think we can probably face the rhetoric that's coming from the other side of the aisle, right? Whether it's, like Charles mentioned, whether it's the President of the United States, whether it's elected officials, whether it's members of the administration. I mean, you go agency by agency, whether it's the Labor Department, whether it's Homeland Security, the threats against those in the president's administration are real, and they continue to be, those fires continue to be flamed by, people like AOC and Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar and others throughout the country who allow not only their constituents and encourage their constituents, but you have plenty of elected officials in cities throughout the United States. Take here in New York City, someone who wants to defund the police and continues to attack Jewish Americans and the state of Israel. None of that
has
an
impact,
but the rhetoric
all of it does.
Absolutely makes a difference, and those threats are going to continue as the rhetoric continues. When you continue to call the President of the United States Hitler and call us Republicans fascists, that's
not going to go well.
Others.
Yes. Yeah. Congressman Charles Marino, gentlemen, thank you.